Hello, my name is Alicia, and by now I'm assuming you've watched some of our videos, but just for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, married to Anat, we have 4 kids, one of which is on the autistic spectrum, and another which had issues of depression, clinical depression in the past, and we were trying to think how we could help in this time of war, and we decided that the best thing we could do is to create a bunch of short videos from our experience of how to handle these stressful times with your kids. So today I want to talk about a question that somebody wrote to me, a friend of mine. She said her kid is asking her all sorts of questions. Her kid is almost 6 years old, and sometimes she doesn't feel that she has any good answers for these questions. And one of the questions that caught my eye was, are you scared? Right? Her kid is asking her if she's scared. And that's actually a very interesting question, and I think that it also highlights some things about our role as parents. Because some of us are scared. I mean, I think that considering how dramatic and traumatic the last week and a half has been, it would be strange if we didn't feel pangs of worry. And this puts us in a certain, I'd say, a bind with our kids, because first of all, we want to be honest, and we want to be ourselves with our kids as much as possible, but at the same time, we don't want them to be scared. And part of the reason that the child is asking, are you scared, is because they're also sort of stuck, as I imagine, whether consciously or subconsciously, in that same dilemma, because on the one hand, they're feeling scared, so they want to both get validation from their parent and also to get reassurance that everything is okay. And so here's what I would recommend, that you say under these circumstances. I think what you need to think about is not whether or not you're scared, but when you're scared, what do you do about it? Right? How do you calm down? If you're worried about the fact that the Hamas will attack, you probably go through some process as an adult to calm down, because you're obviously more in control, or most of us hopefully are more in control than our children are, right? We have more experience. We know how to manage the stress and the worry. So what you need to think about, and what you should probably tell your kid, is, when you're worried, what do you do about it? Maybe you calm yourself down because you say the IDF has won all its wars till now, and it probably will. Maybe you are religious and you look to God for your consolation and belief that things will work out. There can be a whole bunch of things. Each person has their own story and their own way of dealing with it. But that's really what our kids want to hear. That also allows you to sort of live in that domain that both validates their fear, because you are also afraid, but also calms them down, because you're also telling them how to deal with that fear, right? And sure, the things that help you, maybe it's a cup of coffee, maybe it's thinking about God, those things might not work for them. But that's an exploration, right? And that's sort of what growing up is. It's a process of exploration of who I am and what I need. Each of my kids needs different things, some of them closer to what I do with myself and some of them not. And okay, there's no one answer for that, but there is a process. And you say, okay, let's think together. What things help calm you down? What thoughts would calm you down? What do you need to know? Like, maybe one kid needs to see that Israel has a lot of weapons, or another kid needs to hear heroism stories from the past. And a third may want to read the Bible and see that God is with the people of Israel, and etc., etc. You figure that out. You test. You try something. It's like an experiment. You try it, and you get an answer. If it's good, it's good. If not, try something different. But the search continues, and the methodology is the same. Yes, I'm scared. I'm, more scared, less scared, and here's how I calm myself down. Here's what I tell myself to know. So I hope that this helps and allows you to sort of be honest and also present, and also, join your child together in finding out what they need. Good night. Stay safe.